my goodness, royal watchers. I can't believe what we're seeing unfold before our eyes. The Duchess of Sussex's empire is literally crumbling in real time, and I have all the shocking details that everyone is talking about. I've been covering celebrity downfalls for decades, but Meghan Markle's spectacular collapse might just take the crown as the most dramatic fall from grace I've ever witnessed. Now, I know you guys are excited for more. But before we delve into further discussion, if you haven't subscribed, come on guys, what are you waiting for? Hit like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell ASAP. So now let me break this down for you, because what's happening right now is absolutely mind-blowing. Meghan Markle, who dramatically fled the royal family promising to build this incredible independent empire, has reportedly been caught begging David Beckham for a $20 million loan to save her sinking business, and he rejected her. Can you even imagine the humiliation? From royal duchess to being turned down for a loan in just a few short years. This is the woman who told the world she didn't need the monarchy, who promised to revolutionize celebrity branding with her American entrepreneurial spirit. Now she's reportedly calling up celebrities with her hand out. The irony is absolutely delicious. Independence apparently comes with quite the price tag, and it seems Meghan simply can't afford it anymore. What makes Beckham's rejection so devastating isn't just the money, it's what it represents. David Beckham is one of the most savvy business minds in entertainment. He doesn't just throw cash around, he makes calculated investments in viable businesses. So when he looks at Meghan's as ever brand and essentially says, not worth my time or money, that's a death sentence in the business world. It's Beckham telling the world, I don't believe in what she's selling. And let's talk about this as ever brand that Meghan launched with such fanfare. What an absolute disaster. Remember how her jam supposedly sold out in 45 minutes? Well, royal biographers are now claiming there were only about 10 jars to begin with. 10 jars! And they were probably just given to friends who didn't even realize they were supposed to pay for them. This isn't a business, it's a glorified craft project. The packaging that she spent all that money on, the $120 candles that reviewers say smell no better than something you'd get at Target for $12, the bizarre wine bottles priced at $90, it's all being absolutely torched by public opinion. One viral Reddit thread mocked her luxury candle, comparing it to affordable alternatives. On Twitter, someone wrote, if you need a $90 bottle of bizarre wine to feel royal, you're not royal. You're desperate. Even wellness blogs, her target audience, are calling it pretentious, overpriced, and soulless. YouTube influencers are having an absolute field day with as ever products. One dramatically lit the candle on camera and joked that it smells like debt, desperation, and a Montecito mortgage. Another actually spit out the wine after tasting it. These aren't just bad reviews. This is public humiliation on a global scale. And now Meghan is reportedly stepping back to assess her brand, which is corporate speak for, this is a complete disaster, and I need to figure out how to save face. For a brand that just launched? That's basically admitting defeat before you've even really started. The woman who was supposed to be giving Gwyneth Paltrow's Goop and Kourtney Kardashian's Poosh a run for their money is instead giving us the flop of Montecito. But here's what makes this situation truly fascinating. This isn't happening in isolation. This, as ever, humiliation is just the latest domino to fall in what appears to be the complete collapse of Meghan and Harry's post-royal empire. Let's look at the evidence, shall we? First, there's Netflix. Remember that $100 million deal that was supposed to revolutionize storytelling? Well, insiders are now claiming that the streaming giant has demoted their partnership after disappointing returns. Their documentary series initially drew curiosity viewers, but by the second installment, ratings were flat, critics were scathing, and the public had already moved on to the next thing. In Hollywood terms, that's a massive red flag. Then there's Spotify. Remember the Archetypes podcast that was launched with such fanfare? Millions spent on production, celebrity guests lined up, and within a year, the entire deal was dead. A Spotify executive even publicly called them grifters. That label has stuck like glue, and it's following them through every new venture they attempt. What's particularly telling is the silence from Meghan's once vocal A-list supporters. Where's Oprah, who gave her that platform for the explosive interview? Where's Tyler Perry, who once lent them his mansion? Where's Serena Williams, who used to sing her praises? The answer is crystal clear. They're staying as far away as possible. In Hollywood, success attracts crowds, but failure creates a vacuum. And right now, Meghan is standing in that vacuum all alone. Meanwhile, the Sussex family drama refuses to die down. Her half-sister Samantha continues her defamation fight. Her father Thomas Markle is reportedly preparing to testify against her, and those whispers about marital tension with Harry simply won't go away. Investors see all this chaos and run in the opposite direction. No one wants to sink money into a brand whose figurehead is constantly embroiled in lawsuits, family scandals, and streaming disappointments. The contrast with the Beckhams couldn't be more stark. While David and Victoria have built a global empire based on actual business acumen and careful brand management, the Sussexes seem to lurch from one PR disaster to another. The Beckhams' recent Netflix documentary was a masterclass in how to present yourselves to the world. Authentic, occasionally vulnerable, but always in control of the narrative. Meanwhile, Harry and Meghan's offerings have been criticized as self-pitying, boring, and completely out of touch. Royal commentator Kinsey Schofield put it perfectly when she said Harry and Meghan could learn a thing or two from the Beckhams about not playing the victim. And actually creating content that isn't going to bore the audience silly. The comparison to William and Catherine is particularly cutting. While the Prince and Princess of Wales maintain dignity and focus on their royal duties, the Sussexes seem increasingly desperate for attention and cash. What makes this whole situation so ironic is that Meghan left the royal family partly because she felt restricted, undervalued, and unable to use her voice. Now, she's discovering that freedom without structure, rebellion without purpose, and voice without substance lead nowhere. She's learning the harsh lesson that celebrity sheen wears off quickly when there's nothing of value underneath. The timing couldn't be worse for Harry either. With The Crown's final season premiering on November 16th, and reportedly featuring Harry's infamous Nazi uniform incident, the Sussexes should be in crisis mode, according to experts. Instead of getting ahead of this potentially damaging portrayal, they're busy trying to save Meghan's failing business ventures. Talk about misplaced priorities. Let's be brutally honest about what's happening here. Meghan Markle built her post-royal identity on being a victim, a rebel, a powerful woman taking on the establishment. But when it comes to actually delivering something people want, whether that's compelling content or desirable products, the mask slips and the world sees what many have suspected all along. An opportunist who's rapidly running out of opportunities. The most devastating aspect of all this isn't just the failed business or the rejected loan, it's the complete collapse of credibility. When every project fails, when every deal collapses, when every ally distances themselves, what's left? Not prestige, not influence, just the growing perception that she and Harry are out of touch, out of credibility, and dangerously close to being out of cash. This isn't just a brand flop, it's a cultural rejection. The public has seen behind the curtain, and they're not impressed by what they found. Meghan wanted to prove she didn't need the monarchy. Now she's proving she can't survive without its platform and protection. That's not just financial trouble, that's a complete identity crisis. So where do they go from here? Their Netflix deal is reportedly downgraded, their Spotify partnership is dead, and now, as ever, is being mocked worldwide. Their options are shrinking by the day. Will they eventually have to crawl back to the royal family? Will they double down on playing the victim? Or will they finally realize that sustainable success requires substance, not just style? One thing is certain, the Meghan experiment has failed spectacularly. From royal duchess to rejected loan applicant in just a few years is a fall from grace of historic proportions. The woman who walked away from one of the world's most prestigious institutions, convinced she could build something better on her own, is now watching her alternative empire crumble before our very eyes. So I ask you, my loyal viewers, do you think Meghan can recover from this level of public humiliation? Or is, as ever, the final nail in the coffin of her Hollywood reinvention? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Because this isn't just celebrity gossip, this is watching the real-time collapse of what was supposed to be the greatest royal rebellion in modern history. Stay tuned, Royal Watchers. I'll be bringing you every shocking development as this unprecedented royal drama continues to unfold. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, because the Sussex saga is far from over, though their bank accounts might be. This is the royal train wreck we simply cannot look away from, and I'll be here covering every spectacular moment of their downfall. Ta-ta, and bye for now.